Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Supreme Lord 2020 as California. Continue, and once again though, there's really not much to do just to get the economy up, just to have enough trade in order to improve our relations as well, and yada yada yada, and you know. Also, thank you Awesome Hunter 11 and Mihail Dobrev for mentioning about possible cheats. Such as, a cheat where random countries go to war, which I will admit I do know these cheats, as well as the mention of, for money, tech level at least, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm more someone who's want to legitimize how I play. I'd rather not use cheats whatsoever, so yeah. Also, for the random cheat to have countries go to war with each other, let's just say the random selection of nations to go to war with one another is kinda odd. I mean, even if I say, like, say, Georgia to declare war against, say, South Carolina, Alabama, or even Florida for expansion to make this whole area their control, but that's not the case because, after all, Georgia could possibly, or some other random nation anywhere in the world could declare war against somebody that's literally on the other side of the globe. Such as, I don't know, out of nowhere, South Korea declaring war, which results in their treaty and everything to drastically be, well, severely reduced, just because they declared war against someone they are currently allied with, like, say, on the other side of the world, like, say, in Europe or Africa. Well, let's say, like, Afghanistan, Australia, Chile, all these allies. That always happens, and it doesn't really make sense to have a nation to randomly go to war for no reason. It would have been nice if there was a cheat code to maybe, I don't know, if somehow I missed that I didn't know, for to select what, or type in what nation to declare war against who, which would have been nice, but if there is, I probably somehow missed it, but if there isn't, well, tough luck. Anyway, enough of that. Just got to deal with the usual stuff. Agriculture is actually doing fine. We have two more hydroponics still in the building, 3 agricultural farms as well. Farms, reclamation, waterworks, that's fine still. Timber, there's still a large patch of over here, so to speak, so I'll fill that up. But how much are these going to produce? Just, well, at least just one mill. Let's see, 517, 497, 336, and 392. Damn! I think I'm going to start building those at a later date. Petrol, meanwhile, and of course bonds are being renewed rather quickly. Petrol, or fuel, oil derricks. We have filled out all that's over here, on the homeland at least. Out over here, meanwhile, these are the only 2 that are still not finished, but I could fill out each of the other oil derricks. At least I could. Which ones are the ones that produce the most are the ones that are nearly full, so I'll just build 1 each. This is not possible, including this one, so those are out of the question. Some that are closer to Texas, I guess I could just build 1 each, and all these others are under control of Texas and Louisiana. Sorry. Coal, meanwhile. Stock's pretty high, our production and capacity is pretty high as well. But let's see, 118 mines, most of which are on this side. A lot of the mines are not fully filled out, but that's gonna be another time. Yeah, another time. Ore mines, meanwhile. We have 83 regular ore mines, but we have 7 composites. Well, composite ores at least. Has to start searching anywhere, any mines that might require composite ore facility. Well, there's one up here that might make sense, as that's gonna be full, maybe. There's only one here, but that's some gotta build at a later date. There's also one here, so that's gonna be filled out, and I'll build a composite. I guess I could build a composite facility, or just fill out the mine that's over here. Maybe just one for now. Is it about to make more? Yes, there is. But that's on another time. Electrical power demand. 3 hydro dams are being built. Nuclear power plants, we have 3. Other power plants, we have 46. But we could use more. Mostly on the coastlines, though. At least that's how I think about when using windmill power. Well, this town is producing 2,819 megawatts. Other areas that produce their own electricity, not a whole lot, actually. 170, 170, and 167. Nah. On the other side, a 74, 173. 180, I guess this town will do. Same with... yeah, I guess why not. And that's about it. Gotta wait until everything else is being built, finished up. Consumer goods. We're finally able to produce more stuff, hopefully. Industrial goods we're pretty much over the demand requirements, but that's fine. Consumer, meanwhile. Wait. We have 6 under construction, we have 15 mids, no micros. Well, we don't need micros anymore. We're a large empire right now on North America currently, so no point in micros. But let's see, 182,251 tons at least. Alright, uranium is of course the main only a very slight issue. Even though there's a lot of deposits right up here. The problem is of course supply lines. Let's see, if I recall, I think we have some under construction. Some supply depots being built. One over here, another one over here. Of course, we have one already built here, but gonna extend that to Fort McCurry, at least. I think that's about it. Not so sure about Prince Rupert, but gonna leave that alone. Taxes, meanwhile. Well, how our approval ratings going up, our military score is just the same. GDP and population's gone up, Treasury's gone down. UN subsidy rating is still 19%. Approval is delayed. Treaty integrity of 74%. Okay. While we're at it, might as well just take a look at the wars that are currently still going on. Right. Barcelona, Madrid, and Paris. Yeah, that's a bit of a mess. Yes, Georgia. Again, consumer goods? Seriously. Wait, what? Norway? But they're in heavy debt right now, so... I guess... Wait, is Sweden... No, they're not at war with Norway. Are they allied instead? Norway, if I could find Norway... Oh, here they are. Yep, they're allied with Norway, but our relations are not very good. There's nothing I can do about that. Still, interesting to see some territory... Oh, these oil derricks taken away from West Germany. Although, it does look like the Polish military is kind of having a hard time breaking through into West Germany. Okay. Moscow has not fallen yet despite being attacked on all fronts and in debt. Who else? Moscow, West Germany, blah blah blah. Milan. They're at war with Hungary, mostly. What, are they allied with Austria? Yes, they are allied with Austria, with this unusual look. Of course, it is also interesting to see Switzerland a little bit larger in size. Now, okay, well that's going on. What about in the Middle East? Saudi Arabia and Kuwait are of course still at war, but looks like all progress has stalled. In Africa, Ethiopia is gaining a lot of territory, and I think they just lost this to Sudan. Yeah, they're losing some territory they just gained. Interesting that they managed to reach all the way close to the capital of Burst Sudan. Still, well, whether or not if Sudan would fall, that remains to be seen. Meanwhile, in central part of Africa, the Congo has... oh, they have no allies. They're not in the UN. They're kind of in debt right now. And I think they're at war... yeah, they're at war with Gabon and Central Africa. Although I do recall one time that the Congo actually conquered Central Africa, so... this is a bit of a twist in the case of recording, that the Congo is the one that's probably going to be conquered. As for Angola, no comment. Zambia's rather odd look. Afghanistan growing in size. Well, sort of. With Pakistan, they're attacked by, I think, Oman. Yeah, no, never mind. Oman is attacking Iran. Whereas Iran is attacking Saudi Arabia and of course Pakistan as well. Asia, meanwhile, hey. Okay, Laos has actually made some gains, it seems. Vietnam, meanwhile, there's actually no change whatsoever, except for this piece of water territory under Indonesia's control. A little odd. Meanwhile, the Japanese landings have not made any changes whatsoever. Rizhao is still under Japan's control. This tiny portion of this area of northern Chinese land is under their control as well, with a WZ-600 just sitting over here. Unless the Japanese Navy would send more reinforcements to perhaps land here, but it's not going to happen. Manchuria and Korea are still going at war, which has stalled a bit. Inner Mongolia, well, they're still strong actually. Their capital, despite being surrounded, are able to hold out. And there's nothing to say about the Pacifics, as there's really nothing going on. There's no war with Indonesia to, I don't know, invade East Timor or Greater Malaysia for that matter. Let alone, say, Papua New Guinea as well. That would have been an interesting scenario to see, as which there is, of course, an Australian scenario to liberate East Timor, which I did do at LP and I failed miserably. Considering, if I look carefully again, there is not a single port anywhere. Which means I gotta, if I ever do a remake, I might have to remember to load up troops with the ability to land, despite the fact there's no port. That is something I gotta remember next time, if I ever do retry playing as Australia in the said scenario. Oh well. Meanwhile, okay, we still have a lot of bonds. Nothing to do. Okay, time to take a look at these statistics and see. Ooh, likelihood of being attacked is pretty high on almost all other nations. But let's see if there are any of those that clearly are not interested for the possibility of declaring war. If there are any. Not exactly. Casus Belli at the very top. Northern China, Southern China, Manchuria, Moscow, and the Congo, all along with West Germany, I guess. Iowa and all the other states and other nations, not as high. Of domestic approval, the one nation that has, well, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 currently have the highest approval ratings in their nation, in their territory is, let's see, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, India. Yeah, that's about it. Military approval, not really changes here and there. The one at the bottom are those that have not declared war at all and it's still remaining at 50%. Up until, here we go, up until the Congo Democratic Republic, strangely. Treasury, the one with that's the richest, is Northern China, second to India. So these two nations are the richest in terms of their treasury. Debt, meanwhile, though, Japan has the highest. We are third, Southern China's second. Fourth is just Israel, India. Yeesh. Being an island, well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Actually, not thinking of it, who are the ones that are the most in debt? Moscow is the ones in debt, with negative in their treasury. GDP? The Northwest Territory and DC. Interesting. Population-wise, India has the largest population. Over 1 billion. 1 billion? I guess it's 1 billion people. We are only 227, so we are down. Yeah, no, not 227. I mean 72. So we're 4th place. Next page, tech level, we are still the most advanced. The ones that are closing in, so big close by, are Texas and Japan. Next to India to England as well, at least. DEFCON. Let's see. A lot of other nations are at war, so DEFCON 1 up until Venezuela. Unit kills. Wait, unit kills. Okay, we actually inflicted a lot of casualties. Losses. Well, we took the most losses. Casualties in total. Of course, we are at the top. Land lost. We are at the top as well. Total army staff. We're also at the top. We have the largest number. We are the largest military, it seems. Not really, but still. Build capacities. Focusing, of course, more on the Army, Air Force, and Navy. Missiles are secondary. I'm not sure about this, but I guess take a look at the territory again. Okay, so we are the largest in terms of territorial size, second to Central Siberia. Relations, still gonna be the same anyway. United Nations members, the ones that are not are all the way down here. United Nations approval, strangely, they're all delighted. United Nations subsidy rate, we are 19%, of course. But hold on a minute. Oh, Louisiana is in need of consumer goods this time, huh? How much do we have? Okay, I guess I could give not that much, maybe about that much. Hopefully that won't cause a shortage, our own. Subsidy rating, let's see, 19.2% for us. Who else? Angola. Whereas the Congo, Moscow, northern China, and Manchuria are practically near zero. Latest poll results. The UN Protectorate poll ranking, the Congo is actually the top. Supporting voters, the UN Protectorate again. Political leading, we are kind of moderate, but others, let's see, conservatives, a lot of moderates, and several liberals. A type of government, well, there is only theocracy, dictatorships, communist nations, and a few monarchies, while the rest are, of course, democracies. To be honest, it would have been nice to have the option for what type of government, at least. Instead of, say, we are a democracy, sort of, but not so sure if it's possible. It would have been nice to actually change to a different type of government, but what's to say what kind of government we could have been, as we are an empire right now. Not so sure about dictatorship, not so sure about monarchy, nah, I'm not really sure about communism. Theocracy is something I'm not so sure as well. But it would have been nice to choose a little more variety of governments. I mean, northern and southern China are both communist, but for northern China it would have made sense. But southern China, strangely, I guess it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I'm just not so sure. Manchuria, of course, is something I'm not really so sure. Will they really have maintained as a communist nation? Nah, who knows. Anyway, facilities are done. Go back to statistics again, and go to page 5. Total score, Guatemala is in the top. Diplomatic, Inner Mongolia. Huh. Economic score, Hong Kong and the UN Protectorate are top. Technology score, Tennessee is the top. Okay. Approval score, Guatemala and El Salvador, and military score, West Germany is at the top, including India and South Korea and us. Alright. Well, that's interesting to take a look at. Oh. Oh, hold on a minute. Previous day trade, this and that. Unemployment 6.1, inflation is 1.9. Taxes and all are still going to remain as they are. But it'll be another game time year for the elections to start. So 2025 will be the start of the next election for California at least. Oh, while that's going on, but guess to take a look at, oh yeah, South America. I completely forgot about that. Okay. Wait, that's Brazil. Most of these are Argentina, and of course Paraguay. Okay, this is a little bit odd. On this corner of South America, and the southern part of Brazil's borderlines. Biofuels, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Still surprised that Argentina didn't go to war against England just to regain the Falkland Islands and this island. What? What? Wait. Yeah, Brazil. Huh? Did the Brazilian Navy reach all the way down here? Including the other side of Chile. Or actually probably just a loss of territory, actually. But if that's the case, then okay, this is a first. I guess this is the first time actually seeing down here. I mean, what? Yeah, the AI can do some rather strange things. Oh well. I'm gonna pause and take a quick look, I guess. Well, there's really nothing much to say, like, say, the war between West Germany and Poland, although Poland looks like they're actually pushing through, making a break in the defense lines. West Germany, Moscow hasn't fallen yet, with Ukraine a little too close to the capital, and so on and so forth. Inner Mongolia is still strong, and all that other stuff, including Laos's entry into the expansion into the southern Chinese territory. But at any rate, well, I gotta end this, so hope you enjoyed this, and also remember that October 30th, 2025, at the very least, would be the start of a new election, or close to becoming the new election for the presidency of our empire. But hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you again in the next episode.